Hi everyone, you are welcome to Sew with Adeshola. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So in today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful overlap top with an asymmetric hemline. And without wasting any of our time, let's get right into the tutorial. These are the materials I'll be using for this tutorial. 1.5 yard of Ankara fabric, same thing with the lining, my button and the press button, likewise my pattern paper. Okay, so these are all the things you need for this tutorial. On my pattern paper, I've gone ahead to rule out my shoulder line, bust point, waistline, and also the full length of my top. From the shoulder to the bust point is 10, to the waistline is 16, and to the full length is 22. Then you want to come to your shoulder line and input your shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 7.5 for me. Mark the neck width of 3 inches, and from the shoulder measurement go out by 6 inches for the sleeve extension. Okay, now you want to come down by 1 inch from that sleeve extension, and then connect it right into the neck width. I hope you understand what we've done right there. It's just like you are cutting out a boo-boo. Okay, and from there you want to measure all you have from the neck to the sleeve extension, and I have 14.5 right there, so I'm going to mark the same thing on my bust point. Then I will connect that line into the bust point just like that. That is going to be our sleeve opening. Then come to your waistline and input your round waist measurement divided by 4, which is 7 for me, and add 2 inches to it. 1 inch for sewing and 1 inch for ease allowance. Then you want to also come to the hem line, which is your full line. You input your hip measurement divided by 4 and add 2 inches to it as well. Then you will now come to your bust point line and input your round bust measurement divided by 4, which is 8.5 for me, and also add 2 inches, just the way we did to the waist and hip line. Now the next thing we are going to do is to connect these points all together. So you want to place your French cuff just the way I am doing. You want it to be a bit curvy, not so straight, so that you won't have a sharp edge. Okay, now connect it together from the bust point to the waistline, and from the waistline to the hem line. I hope you understand that. Now once you are done with that, the next thing we are going to do is to come to that full line and go up by 1 inch, so that we don't have sharp edge around that place as well. Then you want to connect it into the center of your dress, of your top rather. Now the next thing we are going to do is to take the neck depth. This is for the back, so we are making use of 1 inch. Then you want to connect just the way I am doing right here. Now after I was done connecting, this is what we have. Now the next thing we are just going to do is to cut it out. Okay, so if you have watched up until this moment and you are here to subscribe, kindly subscribe, give this video a like, comment and share it. And as you do that, the Lord will continue to bless you. For the front piece, I've gone ahead to fold my pattern paper into 2 and also rule out an extension. That extension is 3 inches. So you want to place your back on it just the way I did right here, and then come down by 4 or 4.5 inch and make a straight line. Just look at the way I'll be marking out my line. You want to extend that line into the extension we have at the front, which is going to be used for our overlap. Then after marking out the line, the next thing we're going to do is to connect it into the side of the back piece. Okay, now you're not going to use the straight part of your French cuff, but the curvy part. You want to curve from the side of the back right into the front. Okay, so that both the front and the back pieces have the same length at the side. I hope you understand. It is just the front that is going to be longer than the back. And even if you observe the front very well, you will see that both pieces at the front are not of the same length. One is longer than the other. So for the shorter one, we are going to come up by 2 inches from the longer one. I hope you understand that. Then we are going to slant it right into the side of the back, so that we have equal length at the side for both the front and the back pieces. It's just the center front that is going to be quite different. One is going to be longer than the other, and both front pieces are longer than the back piece. I hope you understand that. Let me repeat it again. For the sides, the two sides have to be equal, both the front and the back pieces. The sides have to be equal. While at the front, the two pieces for the front, they are going to overlap. So one is going to be longer than the other. That is why we have to come up by 2 inches from that 4.5 inch we took earlier. That's going to be for the second piece of the front. I hope that is clear enough. Now we are just going to cut out the excess parts that we are not going to be needing. Now that we are done cutting, you can see that both front and the back pieces are equal on the side. Now the next thing we're going to do is to draft out the neckline for the front, and to do that I'm going to be coming down by 7 inches. I'm just going to come down by 7 inches on that line and mark a point right there. So that's going to be our neck depth. Then you want to come to your waistline and extend that line right into the extension at the front. And after you're done doing that, come to the neck width and make a dot right there. Then you want to connect from that neck width, which is a 3 inches, into the 7 inches line we marked earlier. Then you want to connect it into the waistline slantly, just like I did right here, so that it won't be too open. Okay, now that is for the neck width. The next thing we're just going to do is to cut it out. Go ahead and also do the same thing. Now that we are done cutting the neckline, the next thing we're going to do is to come to the hem line, and from the center go in by 1.5 inch. Okay, go in by 1.5 inch, and then you want to slant it into the waistline. Okay, just the way I'm doing, go ahead and also do the same thing. Now this particular one that is slanted is going to be used as a longer part of the front piece. We're just going to cut out that part. Okay, now after we are done cutting out that part, we are now going to use it to trace on the second piece. That 2 inches we came up by, we are going to use it to trace it on the second piece. So that one is going to be used as a shorter front piece. I hope it is clear. I hope it is cleared. Okay, now that is going to be the shorter one, and the other one we have right there is going to be the longer one, just the way you can see it, like it is on your screen right here. Now the next thing I went ahead to do is to cut it out on the fabric, and I added 1/2 inch all the way around on the neckline and on the shoulder, while I added 1.5 at the hemline. Okay, because I want it to be a little bit longer than 22 inches I used earlier. I wanted it to be 23 inches, so I added 1.5 inch for sewing. Then I went ahead also to cut out my lining. Now the next thing we are going to do is to remove our pattern paper first. Then we are going to take both the fabric and the lining and then join them together. And to do this, I'm going to be place the lining on the right part of my fabric, on the right side of the fabric. Place your lining on the right side of the fabric and join it together. Join it all the way around except for the shoulder. You want to join it all the way on all sides apart from the shoulder. I hope you understand this. You are not just going to join it at the shoulder. For every pieces, the two front pieces and also the back piece, you want to join it on the neckline, on the sleeve area, on the side, and also at the base. I hope you understand. Join it at the neckline, on the sleeve area, on the side, and also at the base. You are not going to join at the shoulder at all. So this is what we are going to use to turn it outside. Okay, now before turning it, make sure that you notch the sleeve area on that part so that you don't have any crinkles on that part. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is to place both the front piece and the back piece together. Just look at the front, you can see that one is longer than the other, and that's how it's going to look when we sew it together. Now the next thing we are going to do is to place both the front and back pieces together at the shoulder and stitch it together. you want to place it together at the shoulder and stitch with 1/2 inch, and after which we are going to fix our belt and stitch it at the side as well. Now here with me I have my belt. I've gone ahead to make a belt which is about like 18 inches to 20 inches, two pieces of it. I'm going to place the open part of it on the side, just on the waistline, and then I'm going to stitch that side together with 1 inch that we left earlier. Then I'm also going to do the same thing for the second side as well. Place your belt on the waistline, then you want to go ahead and stitch it together using 1 inch. And after I was done doing that, this is what I had. So you can see that our top is coming out really nice, and at this point even me myself, I was actually feeling it. The inside is very neat. Now the next thing we're going to do is to fix our button and buttonhole. So to do this, I'm just going to place the button at where I want it, which is where the flaps overlap. You just want to mark the point right there. On the shorter part is where you're going to fix your button, while the longer one is going to have your buttonhole. I hope you understand that. Now the next thing we're going to do is also fix our press button at the neck area, where our neck overlaps each other, so that we don't have a gaping neckline. Or I hope that is clear. So that's just all on how to make this beautiful overlap top, and this is what I had after I was done. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye. And if you're yet to subscribe, do well to subscribe. Make sure you like this video, comment, share. Bye.